One of the major unanswered questions, and it's one that, I'll be honest, has plagued me for decades, is does rate control, in other words, let someone stay in AFib, predispose one to stroke if, now remember, importantly, if you're adequately anticoagulated. So I'd like to discuss this in a little more detail because, first of all, the answer isn't in. But there are a lot of intriguing data out there. It really, in many ways, depends on if you're prone to a stroke. Let me give you an example. You could take a person in their 40s who has persistent atrial fib, and for whatever reason, someone's allowed them to stay in it, and they have no risk factors for stroke. They probably won't get a stroke. And then you could take somebody maybe in their 70s who has hypertension, diabetes, et cetera, and they could be in AFib for a short period of time and may wind up with a stroke. So you have to look at this as what role does atrial fib play? And there's no question atrial fib plays a role. And what role are the endothelial factors in the atrium playing? And it's complex. So if you have somebody that stays in AFib for a long period of time, there are pretty good data now showing you change the architecture, the endocardium, the inner lining of the top chamber, and make it more prone to a thrombus. So the obvious next step would be to say, well, if I restore and maintain sinus rhythm, I'm out of the doghouse. I mean, I don't have to worry about strokes now. I wish that were the case, and it may be the case, but it's not proved yet. So I'm not willing at this point in time to say categorically that that's true, but I have to tell you, my gut, for whatever that's worth, and probably not much when you're worried about stroke, says that there probably is some truth to the fact if we can maintain sinus, you are less likely to have a stroke, but you need to know there are no data to support that at this time, and I think that's an area of active, ongoing research.